안녕하세요 여러분, 제레민 AJ요. My name is AJ and welcome back to Shadow Spinner Reacts, where we are continuing with episode 5 of Marry My Husband. If you are looking to watch this before coming in and watching the reactions, you can currently find it on Amazon Prime. So where we left off, we've verified for anybody who didn't catch on that he did in fact come back in time, and he's got a heart on him, which means he's part of the allowance that her dad is giving her. I think that's a pretty good present for her dad to give her personally. We like, you had a sucky husband this time. Here, in your next round, we'll give you a different guy, a better guy. As I said, I have kind of reached the limit on the details that I remember from the original webtoon. I remember something about an incident with Ms. Young, which I believe had something to do with like the relationship aspect of it. Kind of transferring to the wrong person. This shouldn't be a spoiler for anybody, because you should have gone and watched the show first before watching a reaction. You shouldn't be watching people react to things you haven't seen. Just saying, because then you'll miss a lot of stuff, because this is going to be chopped up into pieces. You're not going to get the whole episode. Not a replacement for the original content. Copyright. Okay. Sorry. So I remember that, and as I mentioned before, something about Sumin getting pregnant. I might, like, there might be things that I'll see it and be like, oh wait, that's vaguely familiar, but like as far as things that I'm ahead of time trying to remember from the original webtoon, which I didn't actually finish, I'll be honest. That's really what's left of what I remember of the story. So I'm gonna actually be mostly blind then. Not really, because the premise is the premise. Like, you know what's happening in general, but as far as like the details, it's gonna be going mostly blind. So this should be fun. I still can't get over the fact that Mr. Adorable, fluffy, pseudo side character from Partners for Justice it's not just that he's playing a sleaze, it's that he's doing such a good job of playing a sleaze. Like, he is so incredibly punchable in this series, and yet when he was accused of something in the other series, I was like, how dare you accuse him of anything, and in this I'm like, oh, he's a scumbag. So kudos to the actor for being able to do both of those convincingly. We're gonna get going on here, so without further ado, 3, 2, 1. 3-month vacation. Oh, that sounds like a dream. I didn't know that they got a vacation or a break in the middle of it. I just thought it was a straight 2 years of military service. So they've been friends forever, the two guys from the chicken shop. She over here looking like a ghost. Is this the drunken mistake she was talking about before? Ooh, no. I hope you're not as blind as I am without my glasses and contacts. I have contacts. Is this when she bit somebody's shirt? Like, because that was what was in the flashback about the drunken mistake she made. It involved biting somebody's shirt. Is that... This is how he met her? This is how he... Oh, she bit him. Okay. Well, that's a heck of a way to introduce yourself to a new guy. So she's drunk and she's blind. So she has no idea what he looks like. She mentioned that before. 어떻게 알았어요? 너는 괴신이야? Oh, or fortune teller, that too.
꼭 내가 진짜 힘든 날에는 연락이 안 돼요.
She's not. If that's always been the case, then she's never been your friend. If she's the friend that's always there when she needs something from you and never there when you need something from her, she is not your friend.
혼자인 거는 더 슬프니까.
No, that's not true. That's not true. If you own it, and if you're comfortable in your life and you're confident in yourself, and I know that's hard to do, like it's hard to just be confident to yourself, but being alone does not have to be scary. If you know that you don't want to be alone forever, then that's the time to work on yourself, but get rid of the people that... But the thing is, you have a Sumin in your life, which means that anytime you start to build your life up, you're going to interfere with it. You need to reset to 0, have 0 friends, build yourself up, and then get new friends that are not her. Not a horrible hairstyle. I mean, I know it's designed to make you look very young. Yes, there we go. Wise words. Wise words from the stranger. Listen to the stranger. Also, you have a friend. She is supposedly your best friend. Supposedly your best friend, and you thought of 3 adjectives to describe her, and 2 of those adjectives were about her looks. That is hard. And it's not like she's used to being alone. She's used to having a dad. And she's only lost him 3 months. And she's very young to have lost her dad.
5328일째. 그러고 나서 새엄마도 생기고 동생도 생겼는데 좋은 사람인데 기분이 이상해.
So 15 years ago, so you would have been... Okay, wait, I'm going to try to do these calculations. So assuming in 2023... Wait, no, they said... Wait. In 2013, they were 31. I didn't catch how long ago this was. 2005. Okay. So 11/16. Let's go back to 11/16 exactly. Okay. So 2005. So this is 8 years before that. So she's 23. He's probably a couple years older than her. So like maybe I'll give him up to 4 years older than her. He might be 27. So 15 years ago, so he'd have been 12, roughly, give or take, when his dad remarried. Or when his mom died, he would have been roughly 12. So probably, because she doesn't look 12 years younger than him, probably we're talking about a step sibling. And that's gotta be... Ayan.
와, 나 정신 차려야겠네. 진짜 대박 찌질한 사람 여기 있네.
Really?
뭐 그래도 그 말은 맞네. 아버지 돌아가시기 전까진 행복했었으니까.
Yeah, but he was happy. Yeah, that's important. It sucks to lose a loved one.
가족을 남겨줬다는 거 축하해요.
Yeah, so long if your stepmother and your sister are nice to you, that is a gift. That is definitely a gift. So you're not alone.
땅 같은 친구를 가질 수 있는 좋은 사람인 거.
Oh, words that he will regret later once he learns about that. She's the one drilling the hole at the bottom of the boat. That's why you're sinking. And every single time you repair the boat, she's just somewhere else drilling a new hole. That's what her role is in your life. You can count on her to play that role. She will always be there drilling holes in the bottom of the boat. You need to push her overboard. She's gone. She's gone. Calling it out. She gone. Yep. And why is she calling it a drunken mistake? She didn't do anything. Nothing scandalous happened here. Nothing scandalous happened here. I mean, possibly embarrassing to wake up next to a boy that you don't know, but you're both fully clothed. He put his jacket on you. You are outside. You're by a lake. You could safely assume that nothing scandalous happened here. They weren't even particularly close together. There was a decent, respectable gap between the two of them. Oh, you almost got it. You almost got it. You can't let him keep his feet on the ground. If you're going to flip somebody, you've got to do a quick maneuver where their feet are off the ground, because if they're able to get any traction at all, they can stop the throw. You need You need them in the air because when they're in the air, they can't counteract it.
유지혁 한판. 네, 국대 상비군 조동석 선수 경제학부 일반인 유지혁에게 패배했고요.
That's fair. Back when I was doing martial arts more regularly, I was just a business student. I wasn't in any form of athlete.
군인이잖아. 10분만 쉬자.
I wasn't training to be an athlete. Although I also was not beating anybody who was training to be like a professional athlete either.
그 사람도 이상하긴 해. 왜 술 취한 애를 그렇게 해?
What do you mean? But he didn't do anything with the drunk girl. He protected you.
나 벌써 23살인데 저걸 언제 돼?
All of that calculation, and I could have just waited for her to say it. 아, 귀엽다.
너무 이쁘다.
There are friends and then there are good friends. And you can tell the difference because your friends will always be there to build you up and your good friends will always be there to tell you the truth whether you want to hear it or not. Get snacks. He's like trying so hard. Is it open? Did he even actually open it or is the cat having to rip it open? He's like, I will befriend the kitty. See, he has her backstory now. He's learned quite a bit about her in that one interaction. But this is where he's really learning the most about her. Here she is, regardless of the weather, taking care of this stray. That actually tells you quite a bit about a person. Because she's not just doing it on days where it's easy. She's coming out here in the snow to make sure the little critter is taken care of. We won't get into the fact that the little critter is still outside. She's probably living in the dorm. She probably can't bring the cat in.
형님, 휴가 때마다 학교를 나오세요?
What do you mean, why is he always there? Have you not noticed the girl that's always there? You're his friends. You should have figured this out. Somebody made you a little cat shelter. And she's like, I am not the only one taking care of the cat.
아니면 잡지 못했거나.
Okay. Well, now we know why he never got up the... He might have, if that had continued, eventually have gotten up the courage to ask her out or something, or at least to talk to her. Fate put her in your life so many times. And that was even before he came back. And then he woke up on this day
하지만 이번엔 다르다.
with all of the memories of what happened after that. So he knows he had all of these chances, and instead he backed off because she was already in a relationship, which under normal circumstances is the right thing to do. Oh, he's got the light flare behind him, so you know that he should be coming in. He finally found a suit that fit him. His hair is not actually that different, but it looks good. I mean, he learned the most important part of looking great, and that's to make sure you have an amazing lighting crew on your set to have the spotlight behind you. That will always make you look good. Like, anytime you just make sure you have your camera crew getting you, like, great glitter special effects around you, you're always gonna look better. Don't judge everybody by your standards, sir. Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. And this, it's not always true. Like, there's obviously always exceptions. But if anybody, man or woman, doesn't matter what the gender is of the person saying it. If anybody is trying to warn you away from somebody, oh, all men cheat or all women cheat. Oh, that person likes you. Be careful that all men cheat. They're telling you they're telling you a lot about them more than otherwise they'd be saying, I've heard bad things about this person. I know this person has done this. If he's trying to say every man's gonna cheat on you, then I'd be like, why do you're a man? Are you saying you cheat? Because it's not true that every man cheats, but if you're the one saying that all men cheat, what you're trying to say is that it's like a weird way of justifying it. Well, all men do it. So it's not his fault that he cheats because that's just a thing that men do. Specifically, that's an argument that is made by men who cheat. Men who don't cheat don't ever say all men cheat. That's just like same thing with women. If a woman is saying, oh, you know, all women cheat, what she's saying is that she would probably cheat because all women do it. It's a self-justification technique. It's not something that is typically said by somebody who won't cheat. I'm just saying. Now, not universally true. They could have had a very, very bad experience. But usually when they're talking about their own gender and saying that everybody from their own gender does it, they're including themselves. And then later backtrack, be like, oh, but not me, I'm the exception. Right, you are. We tend to judge other people by our own standards. So there does tend to be, until you get to know somebody on an individual level, a lot of what people say about someone they don't know is projection.
우리 회사에 어깨 천재가 있었던. 어깨도 천재야? 아, 나 허리에서 등으로 올라가는 라인본을 어깨 못 봤잖아.
Okay, ladies, yes. He looks nice in a suit, but
왜 이렇게 이기적인 건데?
he looks nicer with the vest, by the way. I'm actually a big fan of that style.
네, 안녕하세요, 시장님.
유지혁 부장님, 재무팀에서 부장님 주식
I'm
거래
gonna buy
관련
in a
사항이
vest for my next
올라와서요.
paycheck.
확인차 전화드렸습니다.
But ladies, it's too much. What's your acting like?
우리 사주 외에는 주식 거래 안 하시던 분이니까요. 불편하시면 보고하지 않도록 조치할까요?
부탁드릴게요. 감사합니다.
Wait, what's he against reporting? I got distracted by the over-the-top acting from the other women. Has raised your stock transaction details. Call to check. He's also playing the stock game of I already know what other companies are doing. And so long as he doesn't interfere with other... That's why it's really kind of questionable to buy or to have his company work with any of those companies, because if he changes any working relationships with those companies, it could change whether or not they're successful. So, okay, so now his grandpa's worried that he's, like, embezzling or doing something shady because, okay.
제 스타일 아니에요.
원래 사귀.
Yeah, big, as I said, big sibling energy.
난 유부녀잖아. 설레면 불법이지.
Okay, so this is probably what she does anytime Jiwon starts to have other friends, is she goes in and she, like, sneakily, like, badmouths her to try to
네, 매주요.
come in between her and her friends so that she can't get any other friends. But you're adults now, and these are intelligent people, and it's not going to work on them.
아니 뭐 그 거리면 남친도 매주는 안 보겠네.
그만큼 친해서요.
Oh, she called her out. No, is that why she couldn't make any friends? Because you were interfering in her life so much? Did you just say women are all the same? Nah, I would not be getting up. I'd be like, sorry sir, my break's not over. Go F yourself.
네 탓이겠니?
Respect for that, though. It is not the car's fault. I don't know what the laws are in Korea regarding work breaks, but in the U.S. at least, you are required by law to provide a break for your employees. Like, if their shift is a certain length, you are required to give them a break. If you threaten to fire them because they take their break, they can actually sue you for wrongful termination. Just saying. What are the labor... Somebody tell me what the labor laws are in Korea regarding that. I'm genuinely curious. I can't wait for this man to be walked out the door. I can't wait for you to be walked out the door. Security on either side of you and a box full of your belongings. Okay, so if what's going to happen is going to happen, then you need to find a way to let it happen while changing the outcome of what happens when it happens. He's like a little puppy. Let him down gently. Let him down. Don't kick a puppy. Don't kick the puppy. But don't lead the puppy on either. We all know he's the second lead. I'm not going to fall for... I've had lots and lots and lots of K-drama practice. You will not get me with second lead syndrome. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. So he can be as adorable and kind and polite and courteous as ever. And I'm not gonna. No, there will be no shipping.
예쁘게 하고 거울 여러 번 보고 나가서 그냥
So now
데이트하는
this
거
is her
아니에요?
next play. This is her next play. I'm gonna make you think that she must be cheating on you. That's her next play.
우리 지원이
And you're insecure enough because your girlfriend's pretty now that she was pretty before, but you know, he's blind and superficial.
여자는 모르는 거예요.
Once again, you never know with women. Phrases that are said by the kind that cheats.
우리 지원이 생각 역시 미나 씨는 진짜 좋은 남자예요. 대신 지원이가 오늘 뭐 했는지 알아내서
And
알려드릴게요.
the fact that you would have a problem with the fact that her mom had an affair when you're literally trying to cheat with every girl you see, creeping them out, by the way.
이건 뭐
그렇다는 건 정수민이 내 글씨체를 감쪽같이 흉내낼 수 있다는
That is terrifying. That's like so beyond stalkery. Not him, the copying the handwriting thing. I mean, this is so beyond stalkery.
31살 은호의 마
Thought it was your boyfriend. Because he was acting like. Is she putting two and two together now? Like, how could he know about the reunion? How could he know about the reunion? And how could he know what was going to happen at the reunion? And he's like, that's gotta hurt.
미쳤어? 왜 이렇게 오바해?
미나 씨였어?
왜? 뭐 다른 남자가 나타나길 바랬던 거야? 어?
No, she clearly thought somebody was following her, you psycho.
그럼
너한테 관심이 없어. 어? 그래도 뭐
Dump him.
재미있구나. 응?
Once again, if your significant other
재밌어.
is like has part of their repertoire tearing you down and telling you that other people aren't interested in you, it's the whole like I'm the only one who's interested in you, so you have to stay with me.
퇴근하고 입술 뭐
It's
새로 발랐어?
뭔 소리야? 자.
근데 이렇게 입술 이렇게 빨개.
they're not. Those are neutral looking.
있는 거야 진짜.
This is red, you idiot. That is not.
색조야? 어?
I remember what happened last time she tried to dump him. So, I'm not gonna say she should dump him right now when they're alone and she doesn't have anybody she can call for backup. Because the last time she tried to break up with him, he got violent. And the cops
정수민이구나.
in this area are not helpful. And by this area, I specifically mean this fictitious version of Korea neighborhood.
아니 뭐야 씨. 부장이면 다야.
I love that expression on his face.
어차피 냅두면 뒤질 년이었다고.
부장님 이러시면
He's not worth it. He's not worth it. No. You can't do this yet. You can't do this yet. This is not. They need to pass.
부장님!
아우씨. 아우씨.
They need to pass the horrible marriage onto Sumin, and then they need to pass the car crash onto him. That's what needs to happen. They can have Sumin have her horrible fate with him, and then have him in the car. I don't know how they'd orchestrate passing the car crash onto him, though. That would be very difficult to do.
뭐야? 당신 얘는 왜 안 따라와?
Why would she follow you?
나 이씨.
Why would she? You insulted her.
둘이?
You threw accusations at her. You raised your hand to her. Why would she follow you? Like, what delusional version of reality are you sitting in?
이런 상황에서 박민아는 저한테 손댄 적 없.
방금 손대던데.
I literally, he's never touched me harshly. I literally just saw him do this.
대단한 건 아니고.
Oh, no, don't ruin this, 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 please don't ruin this. Don't be mean to him. I know you need to keep your relationship going so that you can pass it off to Sumin, but please don't be mean. He's genuinely just worried about you. He's genuinely just worried about you.
부장님의
She is
마음
trying to keep him from being
불편해서.
entangled in what's going on, though.
내 마음을 알고 있어요?
Oh, right, and she thinks he's dating somebody else. I forgot about that.
이유로 바람피는 걸 싫어해요.
I forgot that, like, we
난 상대의
literally
마음을 무시하는
ended,
건 없어야 한다고 생각해요.
previously with her thinking that he's dating Hyun. I completely forgot that, so she's probably pissed at him.
그건 정리했어요.
And he's talking about the fiance.
아니 뭐 여자친구 저한테 희연 씨는 엄청 소중한 사람이에요. 희연 씨가 얼마나 예쁘고
Yep. I can't believe I almost forgot about that. That's why she's being this harsh to
제가
him.
직접 얘기할 거예요.
I'm gonna tell your girlfriend that you're trying to cheat on her. How dare you?
섬뜩하게 왜 야밤에 전화질이지?
희연아,
용건을 5초 내로 말하지 않으면 이 통화는 폭파됩니다. 5, 4.
사랑해?
She just hung up on him. Does she sound like my girlfriend?
참고로
He's
이
calling back.
이름은 유연 본인이
Just so you know, she said it like this. I'd be like, yo, are you dying?
그런 토 나오는 소리를 들으면 한 달은 만나지 않아야 하지만 어차피 내일 회사 가면 봐야 할 얼굴이니 묻자면 뭐 시한부 선고라도 받았어? 이제 내 호적에서 빠지는 거야?
Yeah, this is not girlfriend energy. This is not girlfriend energy. Okay, then the embarrassment kicks in because it's like, okay.
죄송합니다. 제가 오늘 한 말들 다
Okay, so now that we've established that he's not cheating on anybody, now you can react more appropriately,
오해하지 않은
which is
부분도 있으니까. 내가 많이 좋아요.
많이 좋아요. Okay. Yeah. No. She still sees herself as being in a relationship, though.
데려다
I mean, not really.
주셔서
She's in a fake relationship, but as far as she thinks that you think, this is really weird. She thinks that you think that she's still in a relationship. No, too fast. No, I understand. You. That.
부장님.
Um.
어떻게? 부장님. 부장님.
Was it because he was about to talk to her or tell her something? Like, did he just pass out? Have the rules changed? Have something trapped for him? I don't remember this. Did he pass out in the original, like, at a point like this? Like, this is this new? This feels new. The rules didn't change, though, right? Like, I didn't, I guess, change. Like, there's no, like, they can tell each other, they just haven't yet. Like, there's no fate preventing him from talking right now, right? I'm not reading too much into this, like, that he was about to say something and about to, like, take a course of action that would let her know that he's also there, and then, like, just this, like, an off switch just occurred. That was abrupt. There were no signs anywhere in the episode that he was feeling tired or sick or any. This was abrupt. But I like where it's going. I was confused at first when she started talking to him because I was like trying to justify it. Like, okay, she needs to maintain the fake relationship, but like she seemed like too angry. And then I was like, all right, duh. And then, you know, she mentioned it. I'm like, okay, I'm glad I was right about that because that makes sense for her to be angry about. Because I was just like, why is she this upset? And then, yeah, she would be upset, of course. That's the appropriate reason to be upset. What is going on here, though? I don't remember him passing out like this or like any medical emergencies for him. Maybe he's just tired. I don't know. They tend to show things dramatically at the end of episodes. Maybe they're just over dramatizing it, and then like it'll be nothing at the start of the next episode. Or maybe I'm over dramatizing it, because actually I don't think they dramatize it at all. Maybe he just, well, he can't be drunk because he's been driving. I'm presuming he's not the type of guy who would drink and drive. Minhwan might, but I don't think he would. But yeah, he's got to tell her at some point, or she's got to figure it out at some point. Like, if and actually at this point, I would, if I was her, probably be more likely to figure out that he's traveled back. The biggest hint, like glaring in your face, big hint that he has also traveled back in time, is the fact that he knew about the reunion and he spoke to the other guy to have him to go to the reunion, and that did not happen the last time around. So how would he know? How would he know to do that if it's right there? It's right that she just figured it out. But like, I understand she can't just point blank ask somebody, because like if you're be like, hi, did you travel back in time? And if they're like, what? And you'd instantly have to pretend to be drunk. Actually, that would be the better option. To go out for a work meeting, find some excuse for a work meeting, drink too much at the work meeting, and then bring it up while you're not super inebriated, but inebriated enough to play it off if you have to. That's the way I would play it personally. But also, you had cancer. In like was it gastric cancer, like intestinal cancer? It's like something with her gut cancer. I would be taking care of my gut health so much. I would not be drinking on an empty stomach. I would be doing all of the research for what triggers this, and part of it is unfortunately like genetics, and that is how her dad died, was cancer. But I would not be taking any risks of exacerbating that. So that's going to be it for today. If you want to see the full uncut reaction, you can go ahead and check out Patreon. If you're on Patreon and we're wondering why there were mini cuts here and there, it's because, as I said, I'm watching this on Amazon Prime, which means there's occasional commercial breaks, and I assume you don't want to watch me sitting there saying nothing, just waiting for the commercial break to be over. So I do cut out the commercial breaks, but that's it. Unless I'm talking during the commercial breaks, and then they're stuck in there. So you can always go to Patreon for the uncut reaction, or if you just want to get the videos a little bit earlier, or if you just want to see what random things that I'm posting on my updates, which is the $0 free community membership. You don't actually have to pay to be a to be in the Patreon. There are different tiers, whatever floats your boat, or you can just be on YouTube and watch it with me here and post in the comments below. As I've mentioned previously, we do have polls going on for what to replace this with coming up soon. I may probably be up by the time this is posted. Should be up by the time this is posted. We'll be getting those up, but as always, you can still be putting in the comments below suggestions for future series. If it's not on the poll this time around, it can still be on the poll at some point in the future. And I look forward to I say we because I'm so used to like working with other people for like my, well, no, I've gotten used to being by myself for the Let's Plays too, because I have another channel where I just play games. But yeah, look forward to seeing y'all next week. Probably same time. I don't know what day I've selected because I haven't selected what day yet. So whatever day this came out on, that's what day it'll be next week. All right, love y'all. Bye-bye. Annyeong.